Alright, saw this movie during the day. It's now nighttime, and I'm by myself. But hey, you guys are here, right? Technically, it's through some kind of time traveling portal thing through my camera via the internet. So, we're good. So, just keep my composure and. Fuck you, future me, for editing that in! What's happening, my film nerds? Dave with the Film Junkie here, bringing you a film review of The Conjuring 2. And The Conjuring 2 stars Vera Farmiga, Patrick Wilson, I probably said her name wrong, and it's directed by James Wan. James Wan directed the first Conjuring, but he did not direct Annabelle. I didn't see Annabelle. I heard it was a shit sandwich, but I really enjoyed the first Conjuring. So the second Conjuring continues with the Warrens, which of course this is supposed to be based on a true story. They've done a lot of things, just investigating the paranormal, and we saw what happened with the first one, and holy shit. Wow. So of course this time we got a family that's being terrorized by yet another demon-like presence in their house, but this time it's overseas. It's in England, and it's kind of cool because they start off referencing the Amityville horror, just a little bit, and it's a really interesting sequence that goes through because we know that Vera Farmiga's character, she can basically see visions, she can see things, and the way it plays out was pretty excellent. So the kids are being terrorized, specifically one kid, and it's like, okay, we got to get somebody in here to just figure out what's going on because it seems like somebody's going to end up dying. There's possession happening. So come on, Warrens, come in here, do your thing. Now, what did I think of The Conjuring 2? I thought this movie was fantastic. Great horror movie. This just shows you right here that James Wan is the master of horror right now. You've seen so many movies about hauntings that just have the same cliches over and over again. Jump scare after jump scare. It's always about the kid sees whatever and the parents don't believe it, or it's like a couple where one of them sees what's going on but the other one doesn't believe it. You're crazy, blah, blah, blah. You think that's going to happen here? But it doesn't. Everybody is well aware of what is going on, and it's all about trying to figure out how to get rid of it. And that is what's so great. And not to mention, there's kind of like two stories going on in this movie. For like the first hour, you have this family being terrorized by this haunting, as well as you got the Warrens dealing with their own thing too, because they've become famous since like the Amityville stuff. So now they're in the public eye. People think they're full of shit. And not to mention, she's seeing things herself. So then you have two stories like balancing out. And that's what it's kind of like. Because, with some of these movies, it's like one thing is happening. One thing, the haunting. So you get like some brief moments of just like, okay, I can relax for a little bit, blah, blah, blah. Oh, this story's boring. But no, you don't really get that with this movie. You get brief, tiny bit moments of relaxation, and it's just the rest is in anxiety. So finally, after the first hour, you got the Warrens coming in and seeing what is going on. And what just really drives this movie is the cinematography and the use of sound. This is where James Wan shines. He knows where to put the camera. He knows how to build that tension. Utilize the music, utilize the sound. It's not jump scares left and right. Fuck all that shit. You don't just do jump scares. James Wan needs to teach a class on how to shoot horror. Because we've seen the scenario so many times where it's a haunting, a family, blah, blah, blah. But he's just like, no, we're going to do this. There's so many times where I was squirming in my chair, and I was in one of those luxury chairs, so I was all reclined, just kind of like going, You think like jump scare, where is it? And it doesn't even show up because he's just building tension. The performances are fantastic as well. The little girl, you felt for that little girl as well as the entire family because you got a little backstory, and she's got an older sister, she's got some brothers, and they're all being terrorized by this. Not to mention neighbors are getting involved. And when the Warrens come in, what's great about the story of the Warrens is not only are they just like trying to help a family out and try to get them through what they need to get through, there's also a love story there that you really see, and they really tackle that in this movie. That just shows good writing. Good writing right there. So I highly recommend seeing this movie. If you like the first one, I definitely think you'll like this one. I almost think this one was a little better than the first one, and that is very unheard of when it comes to horror movie sequels. So is it going to go on the wall of favorite movies of 2016? Yes, it is. Yes, guys. I mean, it's hard to find good horror movies out there, and just like it really resonated with me. Just like I was thinking about it on the drive home, and just kind of going, yes, this movie really did its thing, and James Wan just really knows what to do. And I'm so glad that, I mean, he's tackled the Fast and Furious franchise and did a great job. And what he had to deal with that movie because of a certain tragedy that happened, now he's going to tackle a superhero that we've never seen before and build a world that we've never seen before. I am anxious to see that. So there you go, guys. That is my film review of The Conjuring 2. Let me know if you saw it down below in the balls area, and let me know what you thought about it. And that's it, guys. Like I said, I wasn't going to get scared. No. Not at all, It's good. It's good. Just turn the camera off now, please. Please. Fuck! And thank you for watching, you beautiful people. You go ahead and hit that like, thumbs up button if you'd be so kind. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Subscribe to my other channel too. Follow me on Twitter, Facebook, Google+, and visit filmjunkie.com for all my videos.